Yianni, our last medalist at 65 kilos, now up at 70. And Hunter Garvin going in on a double and immediately fireworks. It's Yianni with the high chest wrap. Flips him over. Oh, they go 4 Cardenas, 2 Diakomihalis. And it's all about how you judge the initial attack of Garvin. Was it one smooth motion, or did Yianni stop Hunter and then make it his move? Garvin from Iowa City, Iowa, headed west to Stanford. 2-time All-American, 6th place both times. Yianni, a 4-time All-American. You know what he did. 4 times a champ over 6 years. COVID interrupted his quest to go 4 in a row, but he won as a true freshman, true sophomore, and nowadays winning as a 5th year and 6th year senior. Not really all that uncommon, certainly not unheard of. And it's gonna hold up. They're gonna say Garvin held his grip. You know, it kind of how they rule those, almost like going 4-2 versus 4-0 versus, you know, counter who initiated. Goes through trends where sometimes they favor the counter guy and sometimes they favor the initial attacker. I like to favor the initial attacker, so I don't hate that. Did look like Yianni may have stopped that move, made it his own, but I'm not a ref, and I didn't get to see it in slow motion, just in real time. So anyway, man, Yianni, so smooth. Side his lateral motion is so hard to stop. He gets you leaning one way and can change direction so fast. Both these guys extremely quick. Garvin just starting his international career. Yianni's wrestled all the great lightweight names, the 65 kg guys. If they've won a medal in the last 5 to 10 years, Yianni probably wrestled them. So 4-point move, and then winning the challenge gives Cardenas 5. Yianni got the counter for 2. And then another takedown for 2. Pull within 1. 1-point move. Wow, simultaneous shots there. You gotta be careful they don't hit heads. As Cardenas now trying to clear these ties. As Yianni keeps throwing those underhooks in. Ferocity. The criteria would favor Cardenas unless Yianni can get a 4-point move for this match here. Level change from Cardenas. Yianni in a good position to go behind, but his trailing arm trapped pretty tightly by Cardenas. Cardenas has to watch out here. Yianni cutting a corner. He knows where to apply the leverage. There's 2 confirmed, and now Yianni takes the lead outright. No need to worry about criteria for the moment. Garvin wrestled his collegiate career 165. Well-timed double by Yianni on the counter. Gives him 2 more, 8-5. But Garvin at 165 coming down to about 154 for this international weight of 70 kilos. Yianni wrestled 141 and 149 in college, and then 65, which is about 143 now coming up. to 154. Believe I got those conversions between pounds and kilos. Anyway, point being, as Chris Ayers and Hayden Hidley talk to, oh my gosh, I've been saying Hunter Garvin this whole time. I'm a moron. All right, everybody ignore everything I've said. Daniel Cardenas is from Colorado, and he wrestled 157, and he's a one-time All-American, and he redshirt this last year. Yianni goes in for another 2. Is Cardenas wearing a Garvin singlet? Should have been looking at the scoreboard. All right, 10-5. Egg on my face. I'll try to wipe it off before the next match. Yianni in on another shot, and he drives Cardenas out of bounds for 4. And a 9-point lead. And Cardenas in on a shot. Yianni trying to expose. Yeah, this singlet threw me off. I'm not totally to blame here, but I do feel stupid. Daniel Cardenas with the takedown off that scramble to pull within 7. Got my Stanford guys mixed up. And Yianni eye poke or poked in the head, or head-butted in the eye. I'm not going to confuse him with any other Cornellians. There's a couple of, you know, Kyle Dake-Series, a 4-time Cornell champ. I think I'll be able to tell them apart. And Yianni getting big here, popping his head out the side. 2 more, lead back up to 9. High gut, more of a chest. And they go through, and Cardenas is beaten 18-7. Made it a match. Head coach Mike Gray claps from the corner. Kellen Russell also there for Yianni. And that'll be Yianni Diakomihalis moving on, and I got to get Cardenas a singlet.
You can go take a look over at USA Wrestling Brackets, though.
Yes, and now we're up to 70 kilograms. Yianni Diakomihalis taking on Bryce Andonian. I was confused for a second because I
thought you were going to say Jared Frayer.
I was going to say Jared Frayer. But Yianni gets the single leg takedown, and he's working for a lace. Andonian making it tough. Yianni, that head in the middle lace, but doesn't have time. They'll stand him back up. And Yianni spent years at 65, was a world silver medalist in 2022. And, you know, then started to hear the cut just became a little bit too much for him. And now up at 70, and he's one of the favorites, if not the favorite, to make the world team this year.
Yianni trying to pressure in and expose Andonian. Andonian did a good job, though. Hopped
Yianni,
all
cradle.
The way over.
He's got the cradle.
It's going to be
opposite leg cradle. And he's taking it through. He's looking for the fall, and he gets it. Yianni didn't know he had the fall, but he's brushing his shoulders off. And Yianni Diakomihalis, vintage Yianni cradle.
He's
and
back.
He's moving on.
Another trip to the World Championships.
Every time James Green has tried to make the world team at 70 kilograms, he has.
And you can't forget, he's even lost at the U.S. Open before and had to battle back. And
to Nolf, correct?
It was Ryan Deacon.
Oh, Ryan Deacon.
Yes. Wow. And he wound up winning Final X in Lincoln in dominant fashion. 2019, I believe. But standing in his way, a familiar opponent and someone else who's had a ton of success at the senior level, Yianni Diakomihalis.
Yeah, Yianni Diakomihalis, a world silver medalist at 65 kilograms, now up at 70, and he has looked great all weekend.
I'm curious the approach from both of these guys. Green was looking super offensive, a lot of level change fakes, firing that double leg. Yianni's a tough guy to run through. Really good hips, kind of can feed you to one leg and works into a lot of his scrambles, counter scores. Yianni took some time off the mat, had surgery, had to recover. It was in question if he would be ready to go for the US Open in this run up to the World Championships, but he is ready, looks great. We are now underway at 70 kilograms. James Green in the yellow and orange. Yianni in the blue is the two trade fakes and attacks. Another attack there from James Green.
These two have wrestled 3 times before, but all at 65 kilos. Yianni Diakomihalis won all 3 of those matches. And it's been some time. It's been over 4 years since they've wrestled in competition.
Lots changed since then, but they're both unquestionably elite. So we're 40 seconds in now. Level change and attack from Yianni Diakomihalis, not there. And he's a tough guy to run behind as he tries to build back up. A minute in, no score.
Yeah, Yianni, a guy pretty comfortable with being extended in on a leg.
Yianni's been in the mix at 65 over the years. That's been his weight class. Had to cut a lot of weight to do it. Made the decision, nope, I just want to feel good. Just focus on wrestling. So he moved up to 70 kilograms. Works for a slide by, not there though.
Yeah, Yianni Diakomihalis pinned Bryce Andonian in the semis, kind of vintage Yianni. Gets to a single leg here.
Nice shot, now comes up standing with it to Yianni Diakomihalis. And is that gonna be one? Yes, it is. Good opening attack. Yianni takes what's there. It didn't look like a finish was coming. Brings him towards the zone, gets that step out. One whole foot steps out for the point. And it's 1-0 Yianni, minute 14 to go.
James Green had lost to Will Lewan overseas, but they met in the semifinals, and Green came out on top 9-2.
James Green hit for passivity, and he will go on the shot clock. Wrist control there for Yianni on that left side. James known for that powerful double leg, great transition to a leg lace, which could be a match ender at any point in time. And another point goes up. Yianni now leads 2-0 on a pair of ones as double underhooks there, or single underhook on the right side for James Green. Brings Yianni to the zone. Yanni's got to be careful. Doesn't want to look like he's backing out of bounds. They could get hit for a caution and one there. They go back up on their feet. And that's it for the first. 2-0 in favor of Yianni. Yianni, a 4-time NCAA champion for the Cornell Big Red. There you see, that's Mark Manning coaching James Green as he has since, well, 2013, 2012, I want to say. A while. There's Mike Gray, Kellen Russell, Yanni's coaches. Coach Gray coached Yianni to his 4 NCAA titles.
Diakomihalis returning to action on mat.
And now we are underway for the second period.
Yeah, pretty tactical first period. Yianni, slight upper hand, able to get to the single leg, get that step out, get the activity clock point.
And you wonder if Green is going to try to, he's been working for that underhook. Is he going to continue to try to get that, or does he want to operate from spaces? Yianni ends up on a, not even a single leg. Now looking to re-attack is James Green. He's in great position with that seatbelt locked around the body. Shallow whizzer now for Yianni. How long can he fight this off? No more. 2 points, James Green, and he is into the lead.
Yeah, great job there by Green. Yianni extended almost to his belly, and Green used that, found the angle, and finishes quick.
That's a position where you often see Yianni, and he seems really comfortable there. And I mentioned, guys don't really run behind. They don't really attack him much in that position. James Green thought otherwise.
Yeah, and maybe that was part of the game plan for Green coming in, knowing that going to be in that position. Yanni's going to put himself there, and he was able to capitalize on it for sure.
So Green now leads by criteria. Of course, a point for Yianni would put him in the lead. Now Yianni maybe can get one for passivity, a white paddled by the chairman.
This would feel like a late passivity call. Match only with 1 minute and 15 seconds to go.
Right. That's probably what they were thinking as Yianni changes his level. This is when you get into a little bit of the chess. When do you want to go? How soon do you want to score? Mount that attack for that 1 point. Chest wrap position here for James Green. See if he can score again. Now he goes to the armpits as they come back up. 49 seconds to go. Back to that underhook. Clears out of it. Left-handed single leg for Yianni. In good position. Head wheels it. He's going to get 2, maybe 4. 4 for Yianni.
And the lace out of bounds, though.
Unbelievable from Yianni. Single leg. He's great with that head wheel finish. Came up to his feet. Now we're back to action. 34 seconds to go. Another shot as it's 6-2 in favor of Yianni. Green not going to stop fighting. Back up on their feet they go. 19 seconds. Left-handed single again for Yianni. This has been his go-to this match. Looking to counter is James Green, but Yianni in good position, head up, and he's going to add 2 more. 8-2 the lead, and that is going to do it. Yianni Diakomihalis, an 8-2 winner, US Open champion, and back to Final X.
Such an impressive performance there for Yianni, and really it's all that one exchange. When he needed to score the points, he did, and he did it in a huge way, Christian.
Yianni is back.
Trials Challenge held in Louisville, Kentucky next month in May.
You see Yianni gonna get his Final X hat, his stop sign, and his ticket punch to Final X. He'll await the winner of the World Team Trials in May. And it could very well be James Green.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see who comes out of that. Does someone like PJ Duke insert himself into the 70-kilogram bracket?
Here's that opening score for Yianni. Did a good job of being on both knees and able to come up, get on their feet, so he was able to get that point on the step out. There's that pivotal takedown for James. And then right here is the match decider, head wheel, boom. Great 4 and went to the lace, but they were out of bounds. Fantastic clutch performance from Yianni Diakomihalis, and that final takedown was a last nail in the coffin for Yianni. We're gonna be back with 74 kilograms. David Carr, Mitchell Messenbrake when we come back.